Black Lightning was always a character that was on my radar, yet I didn't know much about him really. For example, I didn't know he was a former Olympian turned a school teacher. That was new to me when I watched the series premiere of Black Lightning and I did some research on him earlier today. My only exposure to this character was on Batman the Brave and the Bold and Young Justice. So I had a lot of catching up to do. When I heard this character was going to be getting a TV show, I was intrigued. Because this was a great way for us to learn about this lesser known character and get him some recognition at the same time. This episode really stayed true to the whole backstory to Black Lightning. Because in the comics, he was a former Olympian, which was also a canon show, who came back to his hometown to become a school teacher and to better his community, which was also in the show. And then he comes into some trouble with the 100 gang, and then he kind of suits up to take fight to them, which was also in the show. And if you're curious, that is in the old first Black Lightning series. This show started out with a strong first episode. It was Come on. This series started out with a very strong first episode. It was chock full of action and emotion. It was very strong in the feels. Because here's a superhero, and he gave up his career of being said superhero to put his family back together because he pretty much was ruining his family. Because he's going out every night, fighting crime and getting his butt handed to him and blah 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 blah. I mean, it was very conveying about a message. About how, like, making a decision like this could really affect your family. And that was like, to me, because I hardly think about that, and that is not really addressed in a lot of these superhero shows and movies we have today, because they're all, parts of teams, and they don't have families. I mean, yeah, Oliver has a son on Arrow, but I don't really think they're addressing much with that. I mean, once Oliver kind of got his son back, he's just like, I'm done. Diggle, take over. I'm gonna be a dad for a while, so, With Black Lightning, it's different. We have this family man who just wants to make his community better, so he decides to take that into his own hands and fight crime. And yeah, it works for a little while, but then it just really affects the people he loves. I mean, there's this scene film, it's like in my mind, where he's in the bathtub after fighting the 100, and he's just, the water is red. Like, it turned red to all the bleeding, and his wife comes in and she's like, she's like, you gotta stop this. You have a family. Your daughters need a father. And there he realizes he has a family. He can't just keep going out every night and just getting shot and fighting people. He has to think about the people he loves and that he needs to be there for him. That just really conveyed a really strong message. There's this really great scene with Chris Williams where Jefferson goes to go see Gamby, who made the first Black Lightning suit, and Gamby's like, the world needs Black Lightning, and then Jefferson goes on to say the grind doesn't stop. It was meant to go out to buy its will, but then it changed to crime bosses, purse snatchers, muggers. He then goes on to say it never stopped for Black Lightning, and that right there was like the biggest eye-opening moment to me, because he had a point. Being a superhero is a non-stop grind. Next to the emotion aspect of the episode, we had a lot of great messages about racial prejudice, because it sort of reflects on what is happening in our society today. I mean, seriously, please watch the episode and you will see what I mean when I say, this show really shows or kind of reflects on what's happening in our society this current day. Chris Williams, this dude gave a fantastic performance. I mean, he stepped up and took this character that's never seen the light of day with a TV show or a movie, and he delivered. He rocked every scene he was in, and he kicked major backside. It's the same thing with Crandon. I'm sorry. I know he's a rapper, but I don't really listen to a lot of rappers these days. But he took this character that's never even been considered brought to live action, and he nailed it. I mean, every time he was on screen, he had a very chilling presence. I mean, the first second we see Tobias Whale, he tosses a dude into a fish tank full of piranhas. Piranhas! You know a dude is evil if he has a fish tank full of piranhas. It's up there with a pet shark. I'm just gonna call it. I can see Tobias Whale being high on the list of the DC TV villains. He'll be up there with Reverse Flash and Deathstroke. And those are like the top two. So he's gonna be in there somewhere. So be prepared, because there's gonna be Reverse Flash, Tobias Whale, and Deathstroke. Not in that order, but those are who the top 3 villains are gonna be. I'm calling it right now. This show had a really good soundtrack. They had Walk On By, which I believe was also used in Luke Cage. I really look forward to see where the series goes on from here. I also look forward to see how it comes into play with the other DC TV shows. I really want to see a crossover either this season or next season or on another show. Because I can tell you, he's going to have a lot of great interactions with Oliver, because as of right now, him and Oliver are the 2 longest running superheroes. It goes Black Lightning, Arrow, Flash, Supergirl. Alright, it's going to do it for today. What were your thoughts on Black Lightning? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you feel any about it? Please comment below. Also subscribe to my channel for new content every week. I will see you guys later.